some of you recognize this art, which we've revealed together with the plans for our next project, the Cyberpunk game, at our last conference back in May. And actually, you know how it is when you think of something, when you're passionate about something, you start to plan, you start to work on it, but then before you announce it, before you bring it to the people, you really don't know what will be the reception. So we thought, okay, we think it's cool, but maybe people will say, we don't want to play this kind of game. So here I'd like to thank everyone. We are super overwhelmed with the great reception. We got really thousands of emails, tens of thousands of posts and blogs and tweets about the game. So we thought that when we're running a conference like today, it would be great to share with you more facts about the game. So we've prepared something special for today. Actually, we would like to share with you the title of the game and tell you a little bit more about the setting. The game is still early in development, but we definitely would like to reveal more. So, ladies and gentlemen, the title of the game is... This trailer is really addictive, I tell you that. I've watched it over 50 times already, and the music, it has something in it. There is some mystery. Maybe you'll find some clues. If you find some, tell us what's in there. Frame number 47. No joking, but if you find something, let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce the title of the game and the setting at the same time, Cyberpunk 2077. But as we are working on it together with Mike Pondsmith, I would like to announce... I would like to ask him on stage, invite him to stage, and we'll discuss a little bit about it.
It's good to be back.
Thank you very much, Mike, for flying over to Warsaw. It's a long flight.
Boy, are my arms tired. Dun-dun-dun.
Great to have you here. So we are working on, oh yeah, the slide. Mike is actually, that's Mike, that's the slide, okay. So you have it all right?
I've lost weight.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, we're working on it together. You're working with our teams. And we decided to choose the setting of 2077. Why we've decided to do that, I'll tell it from our perspective, and then Mike will add something from him. So basically we are looking for not too distant future, but at the same time, not something what will happen overnight, like 2020 would be if we would decide to make a game in this setting. We are looking really to extrapolate the current trends, the current fears, and take them a little bit further. So for me, 2077 is not that far off, honestly speaking.
First of all, I've been guilty of also messing around with the timeline. Some of you remember back in the past, it was Cyberpunk 2013, and we then shifted the timeline to 2020. And one reason we did that is that in the 2020 timeline, it gave us a little more space to do a lot more cool things. We wanted to add more. We wanted to kind of play with things. But the other thing we were looking at the time is that we've always seen Cyberpunk as a continuum, part of a kind of large, vast epic, you know, our own personal Star Wars or something. So we're really excited about the idea of bringing it up to 2077 and seeing how much further the characters we've created, the world we've created, can go. And yet keeping it grounded in what has already been done so that you see the history that we see in our minds already.
Yeah, and actually, funny enough, when we're looking for more information for the plans, as there is a lot of institutions in this world who plan pretty far in advance, we found out that a lot of countries, a lot of economies, they have real strategic plans, investment plans, up to 2050, guys. I mean, I'm planning maybe, you know, what I'll do next year, but they plan to 250. So 2077 is really not that far off.
Yeah, one of the best things about the Cyberpunk universe has been the idea that we kind of get to be prophets. And this is a timeline in which you may be involved. Most of us will live to see that time. I might even make it that far, or at least pay off my mortgage. So in looking at 2077, we were looking at how far could we extrapolate real technologies, things that had already existed, things that we tended to do already as part of the 2020 universe.
Mike, I'm really looking forward to some serious implants which will help us to make it through 2077. So I hope some of your predictions will be true very soon. We'll need them, really.
Definitely.
And I would like to announce that we've decided to go for the sandbox environment. So that's something very new for us. You haven't seen it in our games before. Our goal is really to allow you to explore the locations the way you want it, and go to the places you want at the time you want to go there. And of course, we'll be bringing the Night City.
Right. I love sandbox environments. For one reason, a good RPG is a sandbox environment. So when you have that, you have the ability to build, to find, and really invest in a character. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with that as we start developing it. The other thing is we're going to be staying in Night City because Night City is as much of an important character in the cyberpunk world as any person, including Morgan Blackhand. So we're going to be doing Night City, and you're going to see how it evolves. And people have wondered what's going to happen. There are clues and hints. We told you we'd have to kill you, as usual. One of them is a big hint I left for everybody at the tail end of the Fourth Corporate War, when I dropped a small pocket tactical nuke in the middle of the Arasaka Towers. And that left kind of a really large real estate space that we're going to be playing around with.
Yeah, so a nuke for new exciting future, Mike.
Yeah, well, at least for urban renewal.
Yeah. Okay, and what is important, and I think Mike will be the best person to assure you here from stage, we are really following the rules of the classical Mike's pen and paper game, and we'll be taking it further together with Mike to work well in the 2077 setting.
Yeah, one of the great things is that we're going to be using the system that we've used before that's been played by literally millions of people around the world for a really long time. It's a solid system that does the job really well in terms of deadly, authentic combat. But the great part is we're also going to be able to expand that into 2077 because we're going to be able to do a bunch of new things that we've been playing around with. And one of the joys of coming up and hanging out with the team, doing things, our weekly conversations online and so forth with the Talsorian team and the CDPR team, has been thinking about what we can do. What are the new things we're going to give to the players?
And of course, you know, the 2077 setting allows us to take the toys, the weapons, the implants, the upgrades into a new dimension. So of course you will see a lot of classical stuff, but there will be a lot of new stuff, both from us and from Mike. So we'll be definitely building on it. You know, for me as an RPG gamer, the gear is the reason I play the games, especially big guns, you know?
He likes toys.
Yeah, I actually do.
Yeah, one of the cool things is that because the teams are working together, and I've talked a little bit today about the idea that we're going to be looking at a continuum, that vast epic sweep. So that means things that are developed in the 2020 universe are going to have history. For example, a gun you see now is going to be showing up in 2027, but we're also going to be showing the intervening versions of that gun over time. So what happened in 2040? What happened in 2050? What companies were there? So when your character steps into 2077, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to see how the world built around and gave him that history.
Well, Mike, stop it, please. I can't wait to play it, man.
Neither can I.
I mean, come on. You got to create it. So, you know, first we create and then we play. Okay.
Why do you think I created it? So I can play it.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Or he can play it.
We'll do it. We'll do it. There's one more important thing here because we've announced the game for the first time in May. Right now, a few months later, we're giving you another update. And we thought, you know, we'd definitely like to stay in touch, especially after the great response we had from you. We see a lot of interest. So together with Mike, together with Talsorian Games, we decided to start a blog.
Worst picture I've ever had. But beyond that, yes, we're going to be working a blog between the two groups. We're going to be basically giving you clues, hints, ideas. In addition, a lot of things that appear on one blog will link to other things on the other blog, so you should go to both because we're going to be dropping a lot of hints as to where we're going and also things that we didn't tell you before. And that's going to be one of the fun parts. There's going to be a lot of mysteries, a lot of secrets that are going to be revealed.
Mike, actually, it's a mistake. It's not you. It's a character from the game.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Guys, so definitely check out our blog. There will be messages and updates and information both about the game and about the development of the system. So you will hear the stories of the Cyberpunk pen and paper game, as well as new facts about the computer game we are working on together with Mike. I definitely would encourage you to subscribe to our newsletters, so you'll get regular updates. And I think this blog is especially cool because if you're a Cyberpunk fan, you definitely should be here. But if you don't know Cyberpunk, it's a great place to find out why it's so cool and why you definitely want to play our game when it comes out, and Mike's system, which is already around.
So, besides getting the t-shirt, I've already got mine already, you're going to want to check out what we're going to be putting up on all the sites, because we're really excited to let you in on the process. And for those of you who remember back in the dark ages in 2020, we had a certain thing for a really, really cute girl wearing a white teddy. Well,
Did we?
Yeah, well, I did.
Okay, so launching a blog without some downloadable materials, something which you could put on your desktop, would be kind of lame. So we've prepared for you this. Kind of cool, isn't it?
Kind of give you an idea of the artwork. The image is downloadable. Unfortunately, the girl is not.
But you can get excited with the image, can't you? Okay,
Speak for yourself, son.
He called me son. Okay, I'll make it to the 2077. Good, I don't need an implant.
You can carry my aged body across the threshold.
Cool, Mike. So, guys, cyberpunk.net, that's a really important thing which we didn't mention before. So go to cyberpunk.net, check out our blog, download this beautiful girl. Depending on your age, get excited or not. It's really up to you. And that's about it, what we had for today. I really hope to see you on the blog. Go and check out GOG.com. Go and check out The Witcher 2 and Mac. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll definitely keep you posted and see you at an event next year. Thank you very much.
And thanks for coming.